Our life is like a thermostat, and sometimes we might grind really hard, but eventually we really come down to what we believe we're worth. So in this video, I want to go over this concept. It's called identity and momentum. I was reading a book called The Power of One More, and it's a really good book so far. I haven't finished it. It's by Ed Millett. It kind of goes over how to change your life, but it doesn't. It's not the cliche grind and do this and do that. It talks about really going inside of yourself and changing that identity. And it really resonated with me. I want to make this video go over three main points that I've learned from this video. Um, so Number one, you fall to your identity, not your goals. There's a thermostat, an invisible thermostat, which readjust it based on what you believe you're really worth. And most people don't change because they never update their inner story and how they feel about themselves. That's why you'll see he mentions, like, you'll see people make a lot of money and they'll lose it because they weren't aligned with the person that made a lot of money and kept it. Sometimes we find our dream partner, we get our, the dream girlfriend or wife, and we lose them because of our own fault, but it's really deeply goes down to what we believe, what we deserve, and we find a way to adjust again the thermostat. Number two, rewiring your identity. This is very important. He talks about just one more rep, and it really comes down to action. At the end of the day, you can think about being the person that you want to be, but it comes down to the action, the work. One more call, when you're tired. One more rep at the gym when you're exhausted. That's what reinforces that new identity of yourself. You don't shift it by thinking, you shift it by doing. Also goes to doing that thing that reinforces your old identity, whether going back to your ex, or doing something that brings you back to your you know that reinforces your old self. So that's how you build that identity of yourself that you believe that you deserve. Firstly, you need to have intention, which is really important and something that Ed Miller really emphasizes on. If you can bank on your intention every day, you'll have. He mentioned something analogy between intentions are like your currency for a new identity. So the more you do with things with more intention, the more richer your new identity will be. Um, so yeah, so it's all about momentum, and stacking that win, and do one more rep, one more call, one more workout. And then number three, he wants to touch on confidence, keeping promises to yourself. How many times do we want to do something, we make an intention to do something but we don't go through with it. I find myself also a victim of that. Make intention to sometimes wake up early and do this thing like work out, go for a jog, and then when that alarm rings, you want to sleep in a little bit. um, and that reinforces that identity that you don't want to be that person that you envision yourself to be. So that's how you really build confidence. Confidence isn't something that is loud, and something that is built quietly by being in control of yourself and making decisions based on what you intend to do. So yeah, the opposite of confidence, what Mike Ed Millett mentions, is self-sabotage. Self-sabotage could be going back to that addiction that you have, or um, reinforcing that habit that brings you back to your older self and that you don't want to be. So confidence is really stacking that habit based on what you tell yourself you're going to do. um, yeah, so those are really three things that I wanted to touch on. This chapter really did resonate with the journey I'm in right now of shifting your identity to becoming that person that can, achieve the goals. And this is how you do it. Really, it's really all about changing your identity. And how do you do it? Is through action every single day and reinforcing that to yourself that you are that person that you envision to be. So I hope you got something from this video. Leave a comment below of where you're at on your journey and how you see this play out for on your life. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.